Dude, is that you that text me? Yeah, I got it. I just did. All right. So with the champ, how do you feel, man? You won.
I feel good. If you count this as a regional, I think this is the first regional I've won.
Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you.
And you got your hair done.
Yeah.
So what was different?
Yeah.
People were saying you were on a decline for a little bit because you lost.
Let's see. A little after Kings of Cali, I think I was a little stressed out by being #1 in California. I felt like I had a lot to live up to, and I think my nerves were getting to me for a while. And then I don't know where this comes across as a John, but this is the best answer I can
you're
think
human,
of.
dude. It's cool. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
So after a while, I kind of stopped playing Melee for about a month. I just took like a month-long break, and normally little like 2-week breaks or so will help me a little bit, help clear my mind. But I guess being gone for a month just only made things worse. So then a while ago, though, after, what was it? After SCR, I think, I just wasn't happy with my play at all. I was kind of frustrated. So it's like, okay, what are the things I can do here?
Go back to the lab again.
Yeah, what are the things I could be doing here? So I may not. So what I eventually figured was I may not know what's different about now from the past.
Okay.
In that I might not have known what caused my decline. But there are some things that you can pretty consistently do to counter that anyways, like just practice. I bought a Melee disc.
Oh, you didn't have Melee?
No, after SCR, I bought a Melee disc.
Okay,
I worked on some stuff. I worked on execution. I came up with a new trick that I did, I think, exactly once this tournament, but in Grand Finals. A desync off shield stun. I'll make a post about it somewhere later.
That's good.
And, for this tournament, I just felt well prepared.
It looked like, too, when you were playing, like, compared to normal, sometimes you, like, lock yourself in, but you were constantly, like, moving. And you up aired a lot against everybody.
Yeah.
A lot of up airs.
That comes with reminding myself to be confident. Like, sometimes I just get nervous and play safe. And a lot of these characters, if I just try to play safe, will be ice climbers in the long run. So it's like, okay, let's play reasonably safe. I mean, I've never been, like, hyper-aggressive. That's just not who I am.
That's shocking me because, like, usually versus – like, you really are, like, a defensive kind of guy versus West, especially in that winter set. You were, like, approaching a lot. It was really impressive. I was like, yo.
Well, the nice thing is – thank you. And the nice thing is in these long, drawn-out sets, when the pace of the game is kind of slow, it gives me more time to just pay attention to where I can actually land hits. Like, I've never been somebody who really thinks quickly. It takes me a while to really piece together what's going on.
Okay.
So slower paces benefit me in that way. And then once I have an idea of where maybe I can squeeze some hits in, then I could just – squeeze them in, be aggressive in those certain situations.
Exactly.
Other than that, there are still times when I didn't know necessarily what was going wrong, so I decided to focus my counter picking on just not necessarily always just fixing what's going wrong, but also just getting rid of the things that I'm not sure about what's going wrong. Like when I was playing SFAD, first 2 games were fine, a little sloppy on some ways, but I mean it's always kind of like that. So he goes Stadium, he beats me pretty badly on Stadium. I go FD just because standard good ice climber stage, and he beat me pretty badly there too. And I realized, okay, this guy's really good at horizontal camping. He's really good at positioning himself horizontally. It's really hard to get in on this guy. And sometimes I can recognize little holes in where I can get in, but with Zach I wasn't really seeing anything, so I just said, okay, let's just take this out of the equation. Let's just go Fountain of Dreams, which is small. I may not know how to I might not have an answer to that at the time, but I am able to not need an answer at the time by just picking a stage that works against that naturally.
Yeah, dude, you definitely. I noticed you're one of the few people who adapt to situations a lot. Like, you just kind of have people's number for some reason. I was surprised you beat Hacks. I'm not gonna lie. I thought Hacks was gonna win the tournament. Going in, I don't think people had you winning, but
I think
they're not surprised that you won either. I don't think people are too surprised. You might be, but I'm not really that surprised.
Sort of. Well, I already knew that Hacks is somebody who would be expected to beat me.
Right.
And in one way, that kind of helps me just because
you don't have to deal with the stress.
Yeah, nobody cares if I lose.
Right.
I've only got good things to gain from there. And also, I think I play relatively differently from East Coast ice climbers in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
I make a lot heavier use of Blizzard in particular. I have different ways of dealing with how Falcon approaches ice climbers than what I see the East Coast ice climbers do.
Right.
So I figured, okay, even though Johnny might generally give me a hard time and Hacks is on average a better Falcon than Johnny is, I feel like I would have more of a surprise factor coming in than Hacks would.
Right. It's like vice versa. Like Johnny might be more thrown off by like a shoot at or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can see that. That's good, dude. I'm glad that you assessed your situation and went back and was like, you didn't let it stop you, from. Yeah. Most people get pretty discouraged. So.
Yeah, that's something I used to be really bad at. I just get frustrated.
Dude, we're all pretty bad at it.
You just can't let that happen to yourself.
Who'd you team with, Bob? Did you?
I didn't enter teams. me even going to the tournament was kind of a last-minute thing. It was
okay.
the last SSS. I wasn't initially planning on going, but I felt like I'm just not really happy with my play. And the answer that, well, we already talked about this a little bit, but one of the things I like to do when that's the case is I just go to more tournaments, just practice more, get in better shape. And when I just wasn't happy with my play last weekend, it's like, okay, I'm going to this tournament.
Right.
To play more. Let's go to this big thing and see how it goes.
I think we got to pack it up.
Okay, yeah.
Everybody's leaving, but dude, congrats, dude.
Yeah.
You're the man.
Okay. Thank you.
Nice little hairdo. It's getting straighter as the hours go by.
Yeah, Neha and Alyssa in the Arizona room really wanted to curl my hair for some reason.
Yeah, they were going hard.
And it's like, okay, why not?
But yeah, I think we got to go. I don't know if GimR wants to do something else, but
yeah, we're supposed to be out of here.
came up to me earlier, but I'm going to see what's up. But yeah VGBootCamp.
Yeah, we're supposed to be out of here at 10, I think.
Yeah, we were definitely supposed to be. It was definitely like 10.